Hi, my name's Ali and this is 5 fun facts about ducks. Are they actually fun though? This is 5 facts about ducks.
All the ducks are swimming in the water. Under, 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 under.
Wild ducks can be found in nearly every single continent of the world. The only exception is Antarctica. And some species are pretty widespread, like mallards, and then other species are confined to just a few countries. Ducks have been domesticated for over 500 years. Almost all domestic ducks actually originate from just 2 species, and one of the most prevalent is the mallard. Like duck breeds such as Cocker Campbell's, Aylesbury, Pekin, Cayuga, Magpie, Welsh Harlequin, Buff Orpington, runner ducks, cool ducks, all originate from the humble mallard.
All the ducks are swimming in the water. Under, 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 under.
Baby ducks can't swim. Now I know what you're going to say.
Bullshit. You're talking bullshit.
But Ali, I see ducklings swimming in my local pond all the time. And Ali, you had a whole video dedicated to my cool ducks having babies and how I showed them swimming in the pond. And yes, this is true, but it's important to understand how a duck can swim and stay afloat in the first place. Ducks produce a waxy oil from a gland that's situated at the base of their tail. Now they use this oil and they actually coat all their feathers in this oil when they preen themselves. And what this does is this waterproofs their feathers so their inner feathers never get wet, and this enables them to float above the water. Now ducklings don't actually have a functioning oil gland when they're first born. So how do ducklings swim if they cannot produce this oil? The mother actually puts her oil onto the ducklings and waterproofs their feathers so their feathers don't become waterlogged and they don't have the risk of drowning and getting cold. If you're going to be incubating and hatching your own ducklings without a mother being present, then it's important to remember that you do not want to put your newly born ducklings into deep water, because their feathers can quite easily become waterlogged, and if they become waterlogged they will in fact sink, and if they sink they can drown. And also they can get cold extremely quickly because there's no waterproof in there, so the water gets right into all their feathers, and if they get cold they could potentially again die. If you are going to let them have access to water, let it be really, really shallow.
All the ducks are swimming in the water. Under, 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 under.
About a month or 2 after the breeding season, male ducks can't actually fly that well, and the reason is because they go through an absolutely massive molt and they actually lose a lot of their iridescent colours. So like with a mallard, their iridescent green, that turns a dowdy brown and they become much more like the females. And during this time they find it very tricky to actually fly, and most don't fly at all.
All the ducks are swimming in the water. Under, 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 under.
So a group of ducks can be called many different things. They can be called a raft of ducks, a team of ducks, and possibly my favourite, a paddling of ducks. So cute!
All the ducks are swimming in the water. Under, 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 under.
So have you ever tried to sneak up on a duck? No? Well, I'll tell you what, it is extremely hard to do, because ducks actually sleep with one eye open, and the reason for this is to look out for predators. So in a large group of ducks they will assign guard ducks, and those ducks will actually sleep with one of their eyes open and one of their eyes closed, and they actually have the ability to turn off just half of their brain. So one half will be asleep and the other half will be alert and awake, so that they can watch out for things like predators and danger, and if something comes along they can warn the other ducks very, very quickly. So that's an amazing thing that they can actually do, is they can actually turn off half of their brain and they can be half asleep, half awake.